Horse Studios.
Good morning. It's a late start for me. It's 11 o'clock. I actually started at, I think, 6 a.m. today, but the first episode of episode 7 sucked so bad that I had to restart. So here we are. It's going to be a quick one. I'm still just playing with this multi-camera view, and I'm just going to switch to the outside now so I can look down and take a look at what's going on. It's a little bit distracting until I have a friend help me out with doing multi-camera. I've got to kind of look down and see what's happening. It's just a view outside. It's 11 a.m. Friday, and it's beautiful out, even though it's overcast. There's a little bit of rain in the Squamish Valley here at Diamond Head Outfitters. Again, this is Mountain Horse Studios, which is a kind of a project of mine through the summer to record some of what's going on here down at Diamond Head and down at the end of Squamish Valley Road here, just before it hooks up to the, let's just switch it over here, just before it hooks up to the logging road. Logging main road, and then it heads back in, and it's we're pretty relatively close to Vancouver, an hour and a half out, but just the same, tons of wildlife here and so forth. It's an amazing place here, and so the idea is to record some of what's happening here. If you watched a couple of the other podcasts, you've learned that I'm very passionate about horses and just kind of connecting people with horses and kind of getting people back out in nature. And it's a very cool experience. And I'm just playing with some kind of equipment and very kind of cool technology that you can do all this relatively inexpensively compared to what this would have cost to do 10 years ago. It would have been impossible. But I love it. It's kind of neat. I have a technology background, and now I'm trying to blend some of the creative with the technology. And I've always had a little bit of a role in that. And now at this point in my career, I want to kind of go and explore some creative stuff. And using simple adaptive technology, whatever that means, to go out and kind of get out in areas that people normally wouldn't with a multi-camera setup and relatively good quality sound. And doing that with iOS devices. And I guess what I mean by adaptive is that you can kind of pull a relatively decent studio effect using simple iOS, and I'm sure others. I'm just happening to using iOS system. The big cool thing about it, it's all wireless. So as long as I can set up a little wireless hub, I have less cable and less bullshit I have to deal with, and therefore kind of actually record this off of a few iPads and iPhones for that matter. So excuse me. Too much coffee this morning. Anyhow, this is, again, a test episode 7. I'll just say it's episode 7, but these first few dozen, this first dozen are going to be pretty much just kind of me working out stuff as far as the cameras, the technology, trying to sync up everything, dealing with everything that's here. And I'm using this as an opportunity to get better at it. And also it kind of forces a rhythm because I'm going to try to get out at least 3 a week is my main goal. So here we are, down Diamond Head Outfitters, and it's such a cool place. Just because I talked earlier, I'm a little bit off because I'm not sure if I'm repeating myself already or that was just a memory from earlier this morning. But that podcast was shit. So this one, I'm hoping just to kind of do this real quick and share a little bit of what's going on. If I fade out there, hopefully what you see is a little bit better than the grainy image I see of outside. I'm not sure why that is, but it's gorgeous down here. And so I encourage anybody who's interested or loves horses or wants to reconnect with horses that used to ride as when they were younger. It's a great place to do that, and the trails are rugged, and the guides are fantastic. So please come down, visit Diamond Head Outfitters. And this is Mountain Horse Studios, and this is a little pilot project through the summer. I'm going to be down here at Diamond Head Studios, and then through the fall doing a little hunting kind of podcast from maybe a newbie perspective, I guess, but maybe with a little bit of edge. So that would take me out to, I guess, December, and then we'll see what we start to explore from there. But right now, just digging horses. My horse is out there somewhere, and I can't see it in the picture or in the video that's out there, but again, this is just me. And so another 3 or 4, maybe a little bit on this weekend. We'll be doing some creative stuff. Alexia, who guides for Diamond Head here, who her horse Luna is out there, and they made a quick match or a bonding very quickly. And I posted a couple of videos about that. There's some creative people down here, so we're going to do some creative things. So it should be interesting. Maybe we can record some of that this weekend, and we'll post that, and that'll be the entertainment side of Mountain Horse Studios. So outside of that, for the few of you that are out there, I appreciate that you listen. Steve, I know you're out there. And this is just kind of a super cool project for me through the summer, and I'm digging a whole lot, and getting a few things. I hope to have some interesting guests or friends, and have a good conversation, and hopefully that sheds some light for other people to go out there and explore nature and get out there and act responsibly and ethically out there and enjoy it, because it's amazing, and BC has some of the best in the world. Wow. Super cool place. I moved here from Ontario about 25 years ago, and still in awe of it. And so as far as Vancouver, in the proximity to the Squamish Valley, it's only an hour and a half, hour and 45 minutes tops to this location that's quite remote. And has an abundance of wildlife. So, anyhow, that's the test for today. I hope everyone has a great Friday, and hope to record some interesting stuff for this weekend. And until then, bye-bye.
This is Mountain Horse Studios.